Why is believing in yourself non-negotiable? Imagine standing at the edge of your dreams, looking out at the life you want to create, yet feeling doubt creeping in, whispering that you're not ready, not capable, not enough. How many times have you stopped yourself from taking the leap because fear told you to wait? How many opportunities have passed because you didn't believe you could rise to the challenge? The harsh truth is this: your biggest obstacle is not the world, it's your own belief or lack of it. Before you can reach any goal, overcome any challenge, or achieve the extraordinary, you must first believe in you. Belief is the foundation of everything. It is the spark that ignites courage, the fuel that powers persistence, and the lens through which possibilities become realities. Without it, even the clearest plans, the most brilliant ideas, and the strongest effort can falter. With it, mountains shrink, challenges transform into stepping stones, and limits cease to exist. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Your belief is the compass that guides your actions to success. Why do so many people struggle with self-belief? It's simple. Life constantly challenges you with comparisons, criticism, and setbacks. From childhood, society, peers, and even family can plant seeds of doubt. We are told what we cannot do more often than what we can. We are taught to measure ourselves by others, rather than by our own potential. This creates a cycle of uncertainty, hesitation, and missed opportunities. The good news: belief is not fixed. It can be cultivated, strengthened, and defended. You are not defined by past failures, by other people's opinions, or by temporary circumstances. You are defined by the choice you make today, to trust your power, to honor your abilities, and to stand unwavering in your vision. Your belief in yourself is your most valuable asset. Confidence is built, not given. It grows with courage and action. How does belief transform your reality? Belief isn't just a feeling, it's a strategy. When you truly believe in yourself, your mind filters the world differently. Obstacles become challenges to overcome. Failures become lessons to learn, and opportunities become visible where before there was only doubt. Your actions become aligned with possibility rather than fear. Think about Serena Williams, who started playing tennis as a young girl in a neighborhood where opportunities were scarce. Her belief in her potential propelled her to practice relentlessly, overcome criticism, and achieve one of the greatest careers in sports history. Without that inner certainty, talent alone would not have sufficed. Belief allowed her to persist when others would quit. Belief turns dreams into plans and plans into achievements. The power of believing in yourself cannot be overstated. It is the seed from which all success grows. What happens when you stop doubting? Doubt is the silent thief of progress. Every time you question your ability, you drain energy that could have fueled action. Every moment spent hesitating is a moment your dreams inch further away. Now imagine what happens when you replace doubt with belief. Fear loses its grip. Action becomes easier, even when the path is uncertain. Challenges feel like invitations rather than barriers. Your energy multiplies because your mind is aligned with purpose. Consider J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before Harry Potter was published. Her belief in her story and in her ability to tell it kept her writing when it would have been easier to give up. That unwavering trust in herself transformed a struggling writer into a global phenomenon. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Belief is the engine. Doubt is the brake. Choose wisely. How can you begin cultivating belief today? Belief is built through consistent, deliberate practice, just like a muscle. You strengthen it by taking action, reflecting on progress, and reminding yourself of your inherent value. Practical steps to cultivate belief. Affirm your abilities daily. Speak statements of truth about yourself, your potential, and your vision. Examples: I am capable of achieving greatness. I have the power to overcome challenges. I trust my abilities. Visualize success. Imagine completing goals, achieving milestones, and thriving in the life you desire. Visualization creates familiarity and confidence with outcomes that once seemed distant. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge each victory, no matter how minor. Small successes reinforce belief, showing you that progress is possible. Surround yourself with positivity. Engage with people, content, and environments that inspire, motivate, and encourage. Distance yourself from voices that reinforce doubt or limit thinking. Take action despite fear. Courage builds belief. Start with small steps, then gradually tackle larger challenges. Each action proves to yourself that you are capable. Consider Elon Musk, who faced ridicule and skepticism for ventures like Tesla and SpaceX. He consistently acted on his vision despite doubt, and his persistent belief transformed industries. Action fuels belief, and belief fuels further action. It's a cycle that creates extraordinary results. Courage is belief in action. Every step taken toward your dream reinforces the power within you. Why does belief multiply your potential? When you believe in yourself, your mindset shifts. You stop asking, "Can I?" and start asking, "How can I?" You start seeking solutions rather than excuses. You approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear. And your energy, focus, and resilience are naturally amplified. Think about Oprah Winfrey, who overcame poverty, rejection, and adversity to become a global icon. Her belief in herself, her vision, and her ability to make a difference created opportunities where others saw barriers. Her story teaches that belief is the cornerstone of perseverance, creativity, and impact. Belief expands what you see as possible. Your potential grows in proportion to your confidence in it. How can you guard and strengthen your belief daily? Belief is powerful, but it must be nurtured and protected. Daily practices reinforce confidence and protect against doubt. Morning affirmations. Start the day reminding yourself of your strength. Journaling victories, record achievements, lessons learned, and moments of courage. Mindset exercises. Reflect on challenges overcome and visualize future success. Positive influences. Read, listen, and engage with people who inspire growth. Even small daily rituals create compounding confidence. Consistency transforms fleeting belief into unshakable certainty. Your belief is a garden. Water it daily, and it will flourish. Neglect it, and doubt will take root. Tend your mind as you would your most precious asset. What happens when belief meets action? Knowledge and skills are powerful, but they are inert without belief and action. Belief is the spark. Action is the flame. When you believe in your ability and act relentlessly, possibilities become tangible. Your hidden superpower, the combination of resilience, clarity, and persistence, finally comes to life. Consider Malala Yousafzai, who believed in the right to education despite life-threatening opposition. Her unwavering belief, combined with consistent, courageous action, turned personal risk into global advocacy. Belief without action would have remained silent. Action without belief would have faltered. Together, they create unstoppable momentum. Belief is the spark. Action is the fire. Your potential is limitless when belief drives every step. Where do we go from here? Understanding the power of belief is the first step. The next is to combine it with self-awareness, mindset, goal setting, resilience, and consistent action. Belief sets the stage for growth, but it must be reinforced by clarity of purpose and deliberate effort. When belief is aligned with insight and action, obstacles shrink, challenges become opportunities, and dreams shift from distant visions to achievable realities. Believe in you, and the world will follow your lead. Your journey begins with belief, but it is sustained by courage, clarity, and relentless action. The next step is to dive deeper into understanding yourself, your habits, and your mindset. Because belief alone is not enough. Knowing who you are and how you think is the key to unlocking the superpower you've been carrying all along. Why is self-awareness the gateway to believing in you? Belief begins with understanding yourself. It's impossible to trust your abilities if you don't truly know what you're capable of. Self-awareness is the foundation of every success story, the lens through which you view your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and identify the habits that shape your life. It allows you to recognize patterns, both empowering and limiting, and provides clarity on how to direct your energy for maximum impact. Many people drift through life reacting to circumstances instead of consciously shaping their paths. They let emotions dictate decisions, let external opinions define their worth, and allow old habits to dictate future outcomes. The moment you pause, look inward, and examine your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, you gain the power to transform your life. Know yourself first, and everything else falls into place. Clarity about who you are is the first step toward greatness. How do you identify your strengths and weaknesses? Strengths are more than what comes easily. They are what energizes you, what you can leverage to create results even under pressure. Weaknesses are not flaws. They are areas of growth, opportunities to improve, and gateways to resilience. Understanding both allows you to act with precision, focus, and confidence. Practical exercise. Take a moment to write down 5 things you excel at naturally. Then, write down 5 areas where you often struggle. Reflect on patterns. How can your strengths compensate for weaknesses? How can weaknesses be minimized or transformed into growth? Consider the story of Richard Branson. Dyslexic from a young age, he struggled academically and was frequently underestimated. Yet he identified his strengths, creativity, risk-taking, and leadership, and built a business empire that turned his limitations into opportunities for innovation. Self-awareness allowed him to leverage what he had and develop what he lacked. Your weaknesses are not walls. They are doors to growth. Understanding yourself is the compass that guides every decision. Why are habits the silent architects of your mindset? Habits dictate your energy, your focus, and ultimately your results. A morning routine of reflection, exercise, or learning can prime your mind for success. Conversely, habits of procrastination, self-criticism, or avoidance silently erode confidence and belief. Ask yourself, which habits elevate my life? Which habits are holding me back without me realizing it? If I changed one habit today, which would create the greatest impact? Consider the story of Mel Robbins, creator of the 5-second rule. She struggled with self-doubt and inaction until she consciously transformed her habits, counting down 5-4-3-2-1 to take action whenever fear or hesitation arose. This simple habit rewired her mindset, turned hesitation into confidence, and propelled her to global influence. Your habits shape your future more than your intentions ever will. Small, consistent actions create unstoppable momentum over time. How can you reframe your mindset to embrace growth? Your mindset is the filter through which you interpret the world. A fixed mindset sees limitations. A growth mindset sees possibilities. The difference lies in perspective. Failures are feedback, setbacks are lessons, and challenges are opportunities to stretch beyond what you thought possible. Reflective exercise. Identify a recent failure or setback. Ask, what lesson is hidden here? Rewrite the narrative in a way that empowers, not discourages. Consider the story of Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx. She failed repeatedly in early business ventures, but reframed each failure as experience, insight, and preparation. Her mindset transformed obstacles into stepping stones, ultimately creating a billion-dollar company. Your mind interprets reality, but you choose the interpretation. Growth begins where limitation ends. Why is self-talk a powerful tool for mindset transformation? Every thought you have sends signals to your subconscious, shaping your belief in yourself. Negative self-talk creates doubt and hesitation, while positive self-talk reinforces courage, confidence, and clarity. Practical exercise. Listen to your inner dialogue for one day. Note negative or self-limiting thoughts. Transform each into an empowering statement. Example: change "I can't do this" to "I may not know how yet, but I will figure it out." This small shift rewires your brain, reinforcing belief and self-efficacy. Consider Michael Phelps, who visualized success and used positive self-talk to overcome anxiety and maintain focus under extreme pressure. Belief in himself was reinforced by the language he used internally every day. Your words to yourself are the blueprint for your actions. Think like a winner, and your actions will follow. How does awareness of emotions strengthen mindset? Emotions are signals, not commands. Fear, anger, and doubt are natural, but unchecked, they can sabotage progress. When you recognize emotions without judgment, you gain the power to choose your response rather than react unconsciously. Reflective exercise. When a strong emotion arises, pause and identify it. Ask, what is this feeling telling me? What choice can I make in alignment with my goals? Take one deliberate action that reinforces empowerment, not limitation. Consider Nelson Mandela, who endured decades of imprisonment, yet maintained clarity and emotional control. Awareness of his emotions allowed him to channel them into resilience, strategy, and leadership that changed a nation. Your emotions are data, not destiny. Mastering your feelings strengthens the belief in your ability to succeed. How can you strengthen your mindset? Through reflection and journaling. Reflection consolidates lessons and insight, turning experiences into wisdom. Journaling allows you to track growth, notice patterns, and reinforce achievements. When practiced consistently, it strengthens self-awareness, enhances clarity, and fortifies belief. Practical exercise. Every evening, write 3 things you did well, 1 lesson learned, and 1 step to improve tomorrow. Review weekly to see progress and recurring patterns. Consider Oprah Winfrey, who attributes much of her clarity and emotional intelligence to self-reflection and journaling. These practices strengthened her mindset, helping her navigate adversity with grace and focus. Reflection is the mirror in which belief grows stronger. Clarity about yesterday informs mastery of tomorrow. Why is resilience a mindset, not a trait? Resilience is cultivated, not innate. It is the ability to recover, adapt, and persist in the face of challenges. Self-awareness allows you to notice stressors, triggers, and reactions, while a growth mindset empowers you to respond with constructive action. Exercise. Identify a recent challenge. Ask, how did I respond? What could I do differently next time? Plan a response strategy for future obstacles. Consider J.K. Rowling, who faced rejection after rejection but maintained belief and continued to write. Resilience and mindset turned adversity into achievement, ultimately creating one of the most beloved literary worlds of all time. Resilience is built through awareness, reflection, and action. Every setback is an opportunity to strengthen your belief in yourself. How do you maintain a mindset of continuous growth? Self-awareness is ongoing. The mind is like a garden. What you nurture grows, what you neglect fades. To maintain belief, focus, and clarity, you must constantly feed your mind with learning, reflection, and intentional habits. Daily practices. Read and learn something new every day. Surround yourself with inspiring individuals. Reassess goals and strategies regularly. Reflect on victories and lessons consistently. Consider Elon Musk again, who continually learns, innovates, and adapts. His self-awareness and relentless growth mindset allow him to tackle challenges others would consider impossible. Growth is a daily choice, not a destination. Your mindset evolves as you nurture awareness, knowledge, and intentional action. Where do we go from here? The journey of self-awareness and mindset is the foundation for all achievement. Understanding who you are, transforming thought patterns, cultivating habits, and strengthening resilience primes you for the next step: clear goal setting and strategic planning. Belief in yourself is deepened when you combine self-knowledge with intentional direction. Knowing yourself empowers every choice. Your mindset is the engine, self-awareness is the fuel. Next, we will explore how to translate this clarity into actionable goals, creating a roadmap that turns belief into tangible success. Why are goals the compass for your life? Imagine standing in the middle of a dense forest without a map, unsure of which path leads to your destination. This is exactly what life feels like without clear goals. Directionless effort may keep you busy, but it rarely brings you closer to the life you dream of. Goals are not just targets. They are compasses that guide your actions, clarify your priorities, and transform vision into reality. When you set meaningful goals, every decision, every habit, and every action becomes intentional. Goals provide purpose. They ignite motivation, foster discipline, and allow you to measure progress in a tangible way. Without them, even your greatest effort can feel scattered and unproductive. With them, every small step compounds into significant results, and your belief in yourself gains momentum because you can see the path unfolding before you. Goals transform dreams into plans, and plans into achievements. Clarity of purpose is the foundation of unstoppable progress. How do you set goals that actually work? Not all goals are created equal. Some are vague wishes, like, I want to be successful, while others are precise, measurable, and actionable. The difference between wishing and achieving lies in specificity, accountability, and commitment. Step 1. Define your vision. Start by asking yourself, what do I truly want to achieve in life? Picture it vividly. Imagine the emotions, the environment, and the outcomes. Your vision should inspire and energize you, something that feels worth the effort. Step 2. Break it into long-term and short-term goals. Long-term goals define your ultimate destination. Short-term goals act as stepping stones, providing measurable milestones along the journey. For example, if your vision is to build a successful business, your long-term goal might be to reach $1 million in annual revenue. Short-term goals could include completing a business plan, acquiring your first 100 clients, or mastering key skills in marketing and sales. Step 3. Make goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART, specific. I will increase my savings becomes, I will save $500 per month. Measurable, track progress objectively. Achievable, ensure the goal stretches you without being impossible. Relevant, align with your larger vision. Time-bound, set a deadline to create urgency and accountability. Step 4. Write your goals down. Writing solidifies intent. Place them somewhere visible to remind yourself daily. The act of writing shifts goals from abstract ideas to tangible commitments. Step 5. Create an action plan. Break goals into actionable steps. Define weekly or daily tasks that contribute to progress. Focus on what you can control each day rather than being overwhelmed by the entire journey. Consider Elon Musk, who set audacious long-term goals like colonizing Mars. He didn't achieve it overnight. He broke the vision into smaller, actionable objectives, developing rockets, creating SpaceX, innovating propulsion technology, and then took relentless, disciplined action every single day. The same principle applies to you. Big dreams become achievable when paired with a structured plan and daily effort. Big achievements are the sum of small, consistent actions. Clarity, structure, and persistence are your greatest allies. How do you maintain focus and discipline on the journey? The path toward your goals will test your resolve. Distractions, procrastination, and self-doubt are inevitable. The key is not to eliminate challenges. They will always exist, but to cultivate habits and strategies that maintain momentum despite them. Practical tips. Time block your day. Allocate specific hours to work on high-priority goals. Protect these blocks as if they are unbreakable appointments. Eliminate distractions. Identify what derails your focus, whether it's social media, negative influences, or unnecessary tasks. Reduce or remove them to preserve mental energy. Prioritize tasks by impact. Not every task moves the needle. Focus on high-impact actions that contribute most directly to your goals. Build accountability. Share your goals with someone who supports and challenges you. Check-ins reinforce commitment and create external motivation. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Acknowledge milestones and achievements along the way. Celebrating progress reinforces belief in your ability to succeed. Consider Serena Williams, who meticulously planned her training, diet, and practice schedule. Her unwavering discipline, combined with clear goals, propelled her to become one of the greatest athletes in history. She didn't rely on talent alone. She relied on strategy, planning, and relentless focus. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Focus is the bridge between goals and achievement. Why persistence is non-negotiable. Even with clear goals and structured plans, obstacles will arise. Failure, rejection, and setbacks are part of the journey, not signals to quit. Persistence is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Consider Thomas Edison, who tested thousands of materials before inventing a viable light bulb. When asked about his repeated failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His persistence transformed vision into reality, demonstrating that enduring effort compounds into monumental success. Exercise for cultivating persistence. When facing a challenge, ask, What is one step I can take today to keep moving forward? Take that step, no matter how small, and track progress. Reflection on these small victories reinforces belief and resilience. Persistence turns impossibilities into possibilities. Every step forward, however small, is proof of your power to succeed. How do you overcome procrastination and maintain momentum? Procrastination thrives on hesitation and doubt. It convinces you that waiting will make the task easier or that preparation will be enough. The antidote is immediate, deliberate action. Techniques to overcome procrastination. The 5-minute rule: commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Often, starting is the hardest part. Once begun, momentum carries you forward. Break tasks into micro steps. Large tasks feel overwhelming. Breaking them into smaller components makes action achievable. Use visual reminders, charts, sticky notes, or digital trackers. Keep your objectives in view. Focus on progress, not perfection. Action imperfectly is better than inaction perfectly. Each step taken builds skill, confidence, and momentum. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, who wrote the first Harry Potter book amid rejection and personal struggle. She broke her writing into small sessions, committed to consistency, and refused to be paralyzed by perfectionism. Her persistence transformed a dream into a global phenomenon. Start imperfectly, improve consistently. Action overcomes doubt. Momentum overcomes fear. How do you stay motivated over the long haul? Motivation is not constant. It fluctuates with energy, emotions, and circumstances. The key is building systems and routines that carry you forward even when inspiration wanes. Tips for sustaining motivation. Visualize the end result. Keep your why vivid in your mind. Picture yourself achieving your goals and feeling the success. Track progress religiously. Seeing tangible advancement fuels belief and energy. Renew commitment daily. Begin each day reaffirming your goals and purpose. Surround yourself with encouragement. Engage with mentors, supportive friends, and uplifting content that reinforces your vision. Consider Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who maintains a strict schedule, workouts, and personal rituals. Even in the face of setbacks, he relies on structured habits and consistent effort to maintain momentum, turning vision into sustained achievement. Motivation is fleeting. Systems create unstoppable momentum. Belief in your goals becomes stronger with every deliberate action. Where do we go from here? Setting goals and planning strategically is more than a task. It is an ongoing commitment to yourself. With clarity of vision, structured planning, disciplined action, and persistent effort, belief in yourself evolves into demonstrated achievement. Your journey is about taking what you now know, your self-awareness, mindset, and belief, and translating it into a roadmap that propels you forward. The next step is inevitable. Challenges will arise. Obstacles, failures, and setbacks are guaranteed. But with the foundation you've built through self-knowledge and goal setting, you will meet them with resilience, courage, and unwavering belief. Goals without action are dreams. Action with belief turns dreams into reality. Plan with purpose, act with courage, and embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. Up next, we explore how to face those obstacles head-on, transform setbacks into strength, and cultivate the resilience that ensures your journey never stops. What does it mean to face obstacles head-on? Every journey toward success encounters roadblocks. No one escapes challenges, setbacks, or moments of doubt. The question is not whether obstacles will appear, it's how you respond when they do. Obstacles test belief, resilience, and commitment. They expose weaknesses, reveal fears, and demand that you dig deeper than ever before. Consider this. What if the very things that feel like barriers are actually the catalysts for your growth? What if each failure is a lesson disguised as discomfort? When approached with the right mindset, challenges become opportunities to strengthen your mental and emotional muscles. They are the forge in which confidence, perseverance, and resilience are built. Obstacles are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. What seems like defeat today may be the foundation for tomorrow's victory. Why do most people struggle with setbacks? Setbacks trigger fear, doubt, and frustration. Some give up entirely, believing that failure defines them. Others allow temporary disappointment to erode motivation. The common mistake is equating difficulty with impossibility. Life will always test your patience and determination. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when the path becomes unclear or when results don't appear immediately. Yet the difference between those who succeed and those who falter lies in perspective and response. Have you ever asked yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Resilience starts by shifting from a mindset of victimhood to a mindset of growth. It begins with asking not, why is this happening to me? But, what can I do to rise above this? Stories of resilience that inspire take the story of Steve Jobs. Fired from the company he founded, Jobs faced one of the most public and painful setbacks imaginable. Yet he didn't let rejection define him. Instead, he explored new ventures like Pixar, learned from past mistakes, and returned to Apple stronger, more innovative, and more determined than ever. Or consider Malala Yousafzai, who endured violence and life-threatening danger for advocating education. The setback could have silenced her, but it became the source of her courage, propelling her to become a global symbol of resilience and empowerment. Even in small, everyday lives, resilience manifests. A student failing an exam, an entrepreneur losing a client, or an athlete missing a critical goal. All of these moments are invitations to respond with grit, not surrender. Resilience is built in the moments you refuse to give up. Strength is forged in the fires of adversity. How do you develop mental toughness? Mental toughness is the ability to persist despite discomfort, fear, or fatigue. It is cultivated, not inherited. You strengthen it by training your mind to respond rather than react, to focus on solutions instead of problems, and to see possibilities when the situation feels impossible. Practical exercises to cultivate mental toughness. Reframe challenges when faced with difficulty. Ask, what can I learn? How can this make me stronger? Practice controlled stress exposure. Take small, deliberate risks outside your comfort zone to strengthen confidence and adaptability. Visualize overcoming obstacles. Daily visualization of triumph under pressure strengthens neural pathways that reinforce resilience. Affirm your strengths. Repeat statements such as, I am capable of overcoming any challenge, or every obstacle makes me stronger. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey, who overcame poverty, abuse, and discrimination. Through visualization, affirmations, and relentless perseverance, she transformed obstacles into platforms for influence, power, and change. Strength is not the absence of struggle, but the ability to rise every time you fall. Your mind determines whether a challenge is a roadblock or a launchpad. What habits foster long-term resilience? Resilience is not a single act. It is a lifestyle. It requires consistency in how you care for your body, mind, and spirit. Build emotional awareness. Recognize emotions without being controlled by them. Ask, what am I feeling and why? This awareness allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Develop physical endurance exercise and proper nutrition strengthen not only your body, but also your mental stamina. Maintain a support network, surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and uplift you. Resilience is strengthened when you share burdens and celebrate victories with others. Commit to lifelong learning. Knowledge and skill provide tools for solving problems and adapting to change. Consider J.K. Rowling's journey. Repeated rejections could have ended her dream. Instead, she persisted, honed her craft, and created one of the most successful book franchises in history. Her resilience was the combination of mental toughness, disciplined focus, and a refusal to surrender to despair. Resilience is cultivated daily through habits, awareness, and relentless determination. Every challenge mastered adds a layer of strength that nothing can take away. How can you bounce back stronger after failure? Failure is inevitable on the path to achievement. What distinguishes the successful is not the absence of failure, but the response to it. Accept the situation. Denial wastes energy. Face reality honestly. Ask, what happened and what part can I control? Extract lessons. Every failure carries insight. Identify what went wrong and what you can do differently next time. Recommit to action. Adjust your plan, refine strategies, and move forward. Momentum rebuilds confidence faster than reflection alone. Visualize a better outcome. Picture success despite setbacks. Visualization fuels determination and belief. Consider Thomas Edison, who tested thousands of filament materials before inventing the light bulb. Each failed attempt was not a defeat, but a step closer to innovation. His resilience transformed repeated failure into historic achievement. Failure is not defeat, it is feedback. Every setback carries a seed for future triumph. How do you maintain hope during uncertainty? Uncertainty often triggers doubt, fear, and inaction. Hope is the bridge between difficulty and opportunity. It is reinforced through belief in your own abilities, commitment to goals, and a mindset that sees problems as temporary, not permanent. Daily practices for hope and resilience. Affirm your capabilities. Say, I have the strength and wisdom to overcome this. Focus on small wins. Progress, however small, fuels optimism. Visualize a successful outcome. Picture the moment when your effort pays off and challenges are behind you. Surround yourself with positivity. Engage with inspiring stories, mentors, or communities that reinforce belief. Consider Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for 27 years, yet he never gave in to despair. His hope was grounded in purpose, vision, and belief that justice and progress were achievable. When he was finally free, his resilience transformed personal suffering into national leadership and lasting impact. Hope is not passive. It is a conscious decision to believe in your power to overcome. Belief in your ability to rise above adversity is the foundation of all achievement. Where do we go from here? Obstacles are inevitable, but they do not define your story. What defines your story is your response, your resilience, and your unwavering belief in yourself. Every setback is a chance to test mental toughness, refine strategy, and emerge stronger than before. As you cultivate resilience, every challenge becomes fuel, every failure becomes a lesson, and every doubt becomes an opportunity to prove your inner strength. Strength is measured by how you rise, not how you fall. Resilience transforms obstacles into opportunities and doubt into determination. Next, We will explore how to convert this resilience into deliberate action and consistent effort, ensuring that every step you take moves you closer to the life you've envisioned. Why action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Dreams are powerful, but without action, they remain illusions. You may envision success vividly, craft the perfect plan, and even feel ready. But until you take that first deliberate step, nothing changes. Action is the engine that converts thought into reality. It is not luck, talent, or timing alone that creates achievement. It is consistent, focused effort sustained over time. Consider this. How many people have ideas that never materialize simply because they hesitate or wait for the perfect moment? The perfect moment rarely comes. Waiting is a trap. Action is the antidote. Every small step, repeated daily, compounds into monumental results. Consistency is the secret weapon of those who achieve the extraordinary. Action is the antidote to fear. Consistency transforms potential into power. How do you start taking action today? Starting can feel intimidating, especially if your goals are big or the path is unclear. The key is to break action down into manageable, deliberate steps. Here's how. Define micro-actions. Identify the smallest step you can take today that moves you toward your goal. For example, if your goal is to write a book, a micro-action could be writing 300 words, not the entire chapter. Commit to daily routines. Habits are the backbone of consistency. Small actions repeated daily build momentum faster than occasional bursts of effort. Use time blocks. Dedicate specific periods each day to focus on your goals. Treat these blocks as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. Track your progress. Visual tracking creates accountability and reinforces motivation. Even small wins remind you that your effort is working. Consider Warren Buffett, who attributes much of his success to consistently dedicating focused time to reading, analysis, and disciplined investing. He didn't achieve greatness overnight. He built it incrementally through daily action aligned with his goals. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Why persistence matters more than motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Some days you feel inspired. Other days, you struggle to take even a single step. Consistency is not about waiting for inspiration. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. Persistence is the bridge between fleeting motivation and long-term success. Practical ways to build persistence. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Commit to the daily work rather than obsessing over results. When you prioritize process, results follow naturally. Celebrate small wins. Progress, no matter how small, reinforces belief and momentum. Use positive affirmation statements like, "I am capable of consistent effort," or "Every action brings me closer to success." Strengthen determination. Consider Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he practiced relentlessly every day, building skill, resilience, and confidence. His consistent effort, even in the face of disappointment, became the foundation of legendary success. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Small, repeated actions create extraordinary results. How do you turn goals into daily habits? Daily habits are the engine of achievement. They convert intention into action and momentum into progress. Anchor new habits to existing routines. Tie a new action to something you already do consistently. Example: meditate for 5 minutes immediately after brushing your teeth each morning. Start small. Scale gradually. Avoid overwhelming yourself. Small, Consistent actions are sustainable and more likely to become permanent habits. Set clear, measurable metrics track completion, quality, or frequency of each habit. Visibility reinforces accountability. Remove friction, make it easier to act by preparing materials, tools, or environments in advance. Reward progress, positive reinforcement strengthens consistency and reinforces neural pathways that promote habit formation. Consider Serena Williams, who built championship-level skill not through sporadic effort, but through a lifetime of disciplined, daily practice. Her habits, repetition, and consistency turned talent into world-class mastery. Habits are the architecture of success. Your daily actions dictate your destiny. How do you overcome obstacles while staying consistent? Consistency doesn't mean a smooth path. Challenges will arise. The difference between those who succeed and those who falter is the ability to keep moving forward despite difficulties. Practical strategies. Plan for setbacks, expect obstacles, and design flexible strategies to overcome them. Having a plan reduces the risk of derailing your progress. Maintain accountability, share your goals with a mentor, coach, or trusted friend. Accountability encourages perseverance even when motivation fades. Adjust without abandoning. If one method fails, pivot, learn, and continue. Consistency is about staying committed to the goal, not rigidly attached to one approach. Consider Thomas Edison, who tested thousands of materials before inventing the light bulb. His ability to persist, adjust, and continue taking action transformed repeated failure into historic success. Consistency is not about perfection, it is about persistence. Momentum grows when effort is steady, deliberate, and unwavering. How do you keep the energy alive for long-term effort? Long-term consistency requires energy, focus, and mental resilience. Sustainable action is fueled by purposeful rest. Allow your mind and body to recover. Overworking leads to burnout, which halts progress. Inspiring inputs. Read, watch, or listen to content that motivates and educates. Reflection and adjustment. Regularly review what's working and what needs refinement. Reflection keeps your process aligned with your vision. Celebrate milestones. Recognizing achievement, no matter how small, fuels future effort. Consider Elon Musk, who balances relentless work with moments of reflection and adjustment. His consistent action, combined with reflection and innovation, turns audacious goals into reality. Energy follows focus. Focus follows purpose. Consistency compounded over time produces exponential results. Where do we go from here? Taking action consistently is the bridge between belief and achievement. Every small step, every daily habit, and every intentional effort builds momentum that compounds into life-changing results. Action and consistency turn dreams into tangible reality. Your next step is to apply this foundation, transform vision into daily practice, and keep moving forward regardless of obstacles. Dreams without action remain wishes. Action with consistency creates destiny. Start today, keep going, and watch the impossible become possible. Up next, we will reflect on the journey, summarize key lessons, and explore how belief, action, and resilience combine to create a life you can be proud of. Looking back at the journey you've taken, think for a moment about everything we've discussed. We began by discovering the immense power within you, the belief that you are capable, worthy, and ready to achieve. You explored self-awareness, recognizing your strengths, understanding your weaknesses, and acknowledging the habits that shape your life. You saw how mindset is the compass that guides your decisions, actions, and reactions to the world around you. Without awareness and the right mindset, even the clearest goal can remain out of reach. Then we moved into goal setting and planning, uncovering how clarity transforms ambition into reality. You learned to break dreams into actionable steps, to prioritize, and to create routines that make progress inevitable. We reflected on stories of people who turned vision into achievement through careful planning and unwavering focus. You discovered that success is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice, commitment, and consistency. After that, we explored resilience, the ability to rise when life pushes you down. Obstacles are inevitable. Setbacks are unavoidable. Yet resilience transforms them from roadblocks into stepping stones, from pain into wisdom, from doubt into determination. We examine the power of persistence, the mindset of growth, and the transformative effect of refusing to surrender. Every failure, every challenge, every no is an invitation to build strength, courage, and character. Finally, we spoke about action and consistency, the bridge that converts dreams into reality. You learned that motivation is temporary, but deliberate action, repeated daily, compounds into extraordinary results. You saw that habits, focus, and accountability create momentum that carries you through doubt, fatigue, and uncertainty. Stories of ordinary people achieving extraordinary success through sustained effort remind us that your circumstances do not define your outcome. Your choices do. Belief without action is a dream. Action without belief is directionless. Combine the two, and you become unstoppable. Consistency is the heartbeat of success, and resilience is the soul that keeps it alive. Why now is the time to act, you may be thinking. I'll start tomorrow. I need more preparation. I need more courage. The truth is, tomorrow is a promise. Today is reality. The steps you take right now, no matter how small, are what build momentum. You have everything you need within you to begin. Belief, clarity, courage, and commitment are already in your hands. You only need to act. Ask yourself, what is one small action you can take right now that moves you closer to your goal? It could be writing the first sentence of your book, sending an email, making a phone call, or committing to a 5-minute habit today. Start today, not next week, not when conditions are perfect. Today, action fuels belief, and belief fuels action. The cycle begins with your first step. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, rejected repeatedly before her success. She didn't wait for perfect conditions or a flawless manuscript. She kept writing, submitting, and believing. Her perseverance turned a dream into a global phenomenon. Your journey can be just as powerful when you choose action over hesitation. Do it now. You will never get this moment back. Action creates clarity. Movement generates momentum. Courage transforms possibility into reality. Carrying these lessons forward, remember, self-awareness gives you insight into who you are and what you need to thrive. Mindset shapes how you interpret challenges and opportunities. Goals give you direction, while planning ensures progress. Resilience turns obstacles into lessons, and action transforms dreams into reality. Consistency makes success sustainable, and belief is the fuel that keeps everything moving forward. As you step forward from this moment, hold these lessons close. Reflect daily on your growth, your choices, and your actions. Embrace challenges as opportunities to strengthen your spirit. Take deliberate, focused steps toward your vision every single day. Affirm your capabilities and believe in your potential relentlessly. Your future is not defined by what has happened. It is created by what you choose to do today. You are stronger than doubt, braver than fear, and more capable than you realize. Your call to action, the power to change your life, is in your hands. You can choose action over hesitation, consistency over distraction, and belief over doubt. Right now, commit to taking one meaningful step. Set a goal, make a plan, and start working toward it immediately. Each day you show up, each step you take, reinforces the belief that you are capable of greatness. Imagine yourself 1 year from now, 1 month from now, 1 week from now. The person you will become is shaped by the choices you make today. Start small, stay consistent, remain resilient, and trust in your ability to achieve what once felt impossible. Start today, keep going. You have everything it takes to become unstoppable. Believe in you, act on your vision, and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. A warm, uplifting farewell as we conclude this journey together. Know this: you are not defined by fear, setbacks, or doubt. You are defined by your choices, your actions, and your unwavering belief in yourself. Carry these lessons forward, take inspired action, and embrace the path you are creating. Your life is a story in progress, and you are the hero. Rise every day with purpose, commit to your goals, and never stop believing in the power within you. You are your own greatest superpower. Harness it, nurture it, and unleash it on the world. The best version of you is waiting to be claimed. Start now and never look back. The journey is yours. Take the first step, stay consistent, overcome obstacles, and watch as the life you've always imagined unfolds before you.